Hi, this is Mahesh Kosuri. Here in this, uh, we are going to talk of ANAPLAN. It is a planning tool, of course, a financial planning tool, and not only the financial planning tool, and even the supply chain planning tool also. Overall, we can say it is the one more planning tool in the FPM market, and so flexible, so interesting also. Actually, as a SAP consultant, I used to work on SAP systems, SAP planning systems like BPC and nowadays SAC. But when I look at the Anaplan system, I got more interested into this system and system behavior and how the system designed, how we can build our planning applications into it. This is very interesting actually. This tool is almost similar to, we can say, like Excel functionality. See, this is the first screen after login. If you want to look into the system, let me take you to the Anaplan. I don't know how many of you are familiar with. So this is the Anaplan portal. You can see, and here you can see the login. So that actually these guys will provide you the login, I mean workspace access only for the in the talent builder program. So I got access for the talent builder program. Actually, I have completed L1 and L2 certifications almost like 3 years back itself. But again, I want to do some education related videos on this tool. That's why I requested them. Luckily, I got the access. So I'm trying to present you what the unaplan, how the system will behave, what are the things here we create. So those are the things actually. The same, like if you are familiar with whether you are familiar with Hyperion product, Hyperion planning product, the BPC or any other planning tools. Generally, we call like dimensions, right? So here also you can see once I connect it to the system, it is showing models first. I This is the talent builder. I got this workspace access. This is the workspace name. I got access to this one. Even I am not sure whether I can make the video on this unaplan system or not. Just in this video, I will show you what are the objects are there. Once I get confirmation from the unaplan, definitely I will make more videos on this unaplan system. This is not the training program. This is only the knowledge sharing program only, videos only. Okay. So this is the first screen, and you can see the models here, right? Anyway, the model is nothing but it is collection of the objects, whether the measures and the dimensions with respect to the SAP. If you talk about whether it is the SAC or the BPC, we know the light dimensions and measures are key figures, whatever you say. So we create the dimensions and measures, then we collect them into the model in the BPC or SAC. So the same way here is also they given the name like models. So here you can create models. If you go to the models, here list of models, it will show whatever the models are available, and whatever the workspaces are available under each workspace, what are the models are available. Okay, currently that's showing the two models I got access. Of course, not the access I created. Here you can see the manage models. Here manage tasks, I don't want to go for the talks now. Here you see the models, right? First one is the model. Let us create. Select model. Here I am giving suppose if you follow my financial, I mean SAC models, SAC planning videos, I'm trying to replicate the same scenarios in ANAPLAN actually. Okay, so first I go with one very simple basic planning scenario. I will start. Okay, so I will start with finance finance planning. Let us start with very simple basic planning application. Then we start to enhance it. Okay, so this is the model I'm creating here. Create model. The very first thing, interesting actually, this is the date dimension. This is the calendar. Here we design the calendar. So whatever the planning we are going to do on top of this model, so we define the model calendar here. So your entire model will follow the calendar. This calendar it will follow. It is interesting, right? Once you start to create the model itself, it is asking us to first you define the calendar. What calendar your model is going to follow. That's what here. So here you see the calendar type. So your model can follow the weeks based on this parameter. Weeks general, weeks 13, 4 week periods. Calendar month, quarters and years I'm taking here. Fiscal year start month, you can choose whatever the month you can. Fiscal year label also you can give or whatever the label you want to maintain, like FY25, FY24, FY23, like that, labeling the your calendar periods. And current fiscal year, so this is actually uh, it defines your actuals and forecast periods based on this one. Current fiscal year, so this is the current fiscal year, right? Now number of past years, so here we define number of past years. Let us make it simple, so just I'm making it as past years. One, from this current fiscal year, number of future periods, let us take one future year. Let us take no two, no, let us make it as two, because this is the fiscal year start month we have taken, right? Periods, current period, let us take October 24th. Okay, this is my 24th period. So this model is going to follow this time configuration now. Okay, and include quarter totals. This is all we know, like, right? How this works. This is simple process, right? When this is only for the displaying your data, like quarters totals, half year totals. If you want to display year to date summary, if you want to display year to go summary, a total of all periods. So this is the first configuration in the model. Really, this is interesting. And if you go to the time range, apply changes. Yes, of course, you have to apply the changes. Confirm change in time settings. Yes, of course. So here you can see some information it is showing, right? Changing time settings is a potentially destructive action and may lead to data loss. So once you configure your model, after uploading the data, again you can change your model time settings. Calendar settings you can change it, but whenever you change the calendar settings, that time you lose the data. That's what here we need to be careful before loading the data into the model itself. So the new range of time periods may not include all periods that were there before. In this case, all data for the periods that are moving will be deleted from the model. That's fine, right? If you are all unsure, then press cancel this program, or else you can go with it. I want to maintain this one. This is the time range. So based on this your model calendar, now you define your time range. Let us go with our time range. New time range, I am giving my forecast time range. This is my forecast time range I am defining here. So the start period is 1st Jan 2024. No, my start period 1st Jan 2024 I am giving. Forecast I have given, right? So I guess it is not 1st Jan forecast. No, I take the 25. Okay, because my forecast start period is this one. Number of periods I will take, number of periods time range I will take, next 6 periods I will take. Okay, so this is what I have taken. Number of periods 6 I have taken. My forecast time range this is. Okay, the start period I have maintained 25 1. That's fine, right? So what are the settings we have maintained here? Number of periods, quarter to total of all periods. These are all things are for the reporting purpose we maintained. So this is the configuration I maintained, and of course I can create one more time range. This is for forecast. First one is the forecast we maintained, right? Uh, Let us take this one as forecast, and the forecast planning. Let us take planning. Planning start period 1st Jan. The same thing I will take, but this one I will take 12. Before forecast or after forecast start or end, whatever it is. Okay. This is just showing the data in this grid. So this is what I have done. This is interesting. Here you can see Riata. These are all just grid settings only, right? Okay. Okay. So the first one is the time we have maintained, time range, model calendar we have defined, current fiscal year I have maintained, past years and future years also I have maintained. Future years, let me take 2. That is better because time range here I have started from 2025, right? So future year I have taken 2. That's nice. So this is the first step in the configuration of your model. Then let us go with the module or list. Let us go with next step, version. Here is version. You see here, version. So step by step we are going here, right? Version, actual and forecast. Here we maintain the versions, required versions, and it start of time scale and end of time scale. Here we are seeing. So this is the forecast we have maintained, right? Time range we have maintained. So this is not the current forecast, not from this period actually. Please confirm. No, I don't want to make it as a current. My switchover period is October 2024. I am seeing. Yeah, this is we are in October. So what is switchover period? Just like your forecast will start from this one before this period, all the actuals. So that's why the switchover period we will define here. So it likes rolling forecast, right? In the rolling forecast also we do the same thing. Like it has to roll up. your future periods every period, right? The switchover period here we maintain. Actuals, there is no option. You see, actuals there is no switchover. So only forecast we can maintain, and we have maintained one more planning version here. I am maintaining access level also we define for this planning. What access level you maintain, read or write? Of course, I maintain the write only. That's what my planning. Forecast. This one, oh sorry. Planning, I guess I have maintained from the 25. So Jan 25, I will maintain. Jan 25, I have maintained here. Start of time scale and end of time scale. So this one start from Jan 2025 onwards. That's what here we define switchover. So Jan 2025, where is that man? End, let us take 2 years. 2 years, 25 plus 26. So 26, where is December 26? Yeah, this is what. So the forecast just for 6 months only we have taken. Uh, yeah, so forecast 6 months only we have taken. Of course, that too from Jan 2025 to 6 months only we have taken. So here, Jan 6 months means June, May, June, yeah, June 25. Okay. So here I have maintained the versions and their switchover periods, and I have taken the time scale also, like when this planning will start, when it will end, and when the forecast will start, when it will end. Formulas. You can write your formula. I will come back to this point later. Okay. Let us go to the next. So first, what we have defined, time and version, right? So time and version, if you compare with the SAC also you see the time and version in your model. Once you create a model, there you see the system creating the time and version by default, right? Date dimension and version dimension we see in the analytics cloud, right? The same way here is also it is showing. Okay, first you create a version, then you create the time, or you create the time and then version. First preference we are giving to the time and version only. So it is so interesting when you compare with the SAC system how both the systems looks like and their functionalities. But this system, it more for most of the, not most, it is almost follows 100% like Excel functionalities. I will show you that one also. How do we write the modules and how do we join the modules if ANAPLAN permits to publish this video only. Okay, so here you see general list. This is another interesting another interesting thing. General list is nothing but it is like a dimension for us in either SAC or in other planning tools. We generally call it as a dimension, right? So here is also, here we are calling it as the list items, generally we call it as. So here you go, here you can see all the list, what selective access and production data, is it the production data, and it's ALM also, something interesting like transporting the objects from dev to the production. That is also interesting thing here. So when you go for you can define your parent hierarchy itself here, and selective access. This is I will come to the selective access later. Okay, here these are all the properties. You can see how we maintain in the step by step. And you can see the subsets numbered. Is it the numbered list or not? So that is one more important thing. This numbered list. Is it the list? Is it the subset or main list? That's what here we go. Is organization? Is it organization type of list? So we know organization, right? Even in SAC also we call it as organization type of dimension. So that the system will provide some additional properties for that organization type of dimension. The same thing here is also, is it organization or not? That's what it is telling. So let us insert one general list here. What I'm doing, mm, region I'm maintaining here. Region list I'm maintaining. Okay, my top level currently nothing. Once I load the data into this region, then we can see the top level and the rest of the things we can maintain. This is not the numbered list. I will tell you what is the numbered list later. Okay, so the region I have maintained here, and one more. What I'm going to do, region sub region I will maintain here. Sub region, and one more list I will maintain, like region, sub region. What else? Data source I have maintained. Data source, and variants I have maintained. Variants, brand variant. This is. Let me add the brand also. If you follow the SSC video so that you can understand what I'm doing here. So here brand variant I maintained. Now these are the lists only. Just I'm defining what are the list items I need. Those list items I'm defining here. Okay. Now okay, that's fine. Now let us open the region list first. Here open. Here you can see the options: import, export, insert, delete, move, refresh. That's fine. So here also you can see the import. Actually, you can establish the connection with the third party systems, either SAP or non SAP, whatever the source systems. You can maintain some connections. Uh, Connections you can maintain. You can import. You can trigger the jobs. You can trigger the actions here. I will explain you later that one. So currently here, let me focus on the Excel file import. Okay. So here I'm going import, upload new file. Oh my god, a lot of. Oh, this is okay. This is the Excel file I have. It looks like I have only Excel file I have, not the .csv file. That's why it is not showing. Let me take the Excel file and save it to the. Where is this? What is this? Region. Region. Oh, it is region. Okay. Region also, do we need to import? Just three regions only I have. Okay, that's fine. Let me add the man. Let me add it manually right now. Okay. Insert into region. Okay, I'm taking US and UK, then IND, India. So three regions I have maintained here, right? Three regions I have maintained here. We know these are the IDs, right? These are the IDs. It is showing, once I click on it, it is showing parent and code. sorry, parent code it is, and here you can see properties. So what are the properties we maintain for this region? Insert into properties. I am taking currency as the property because it is the region. Oh, it is not the valid name. Okay, that's fine. I am calling it as local currency. So format it. It is asking what is the format of this local currency. Here you can see property. You define your configuration here. Format local currency. So these many data types are available for your property. Either number, boolean, date, time period, list, test, no data. This is boolean is the interesting thing actually. We know the Excel functionality, right? In the Excel functionality, generally, if yes or no, booleans are most of the times we use, right? So your property also here will have the data type like boolean, and of course, list is another important property. Your property is connected with another list item. Another list item, your property is connected so that the values will be populated from the another list to this property. That is one important option here. Test and no data, that's fine. We mostly focus on number. This is one important number list we maintain, and the list is one important boolean. These three are, for me, these three are interesting property data types actually. So but here currently local currency is in the test mode only, so I'm maintaining test only here. Yes, general test only. It is not the link or email. Just let us maintain it as the list only. And you can write the formula for this property. So it is kind of transformation. You can maintain here, right? You can maintain transformation here. And data tags and nodes and everything we know how where do we use, but I will explain these tags and nodes and in the upcoming videos. So property I have maintained for this region. What else we can maintain? And organization list already I have maintained. Okay, let me maintain the only local currency. That's fine. Okay, I go to the general list again. Here I maintain brand variants. Let me open this brand variants now. Brand variants. Open it. I will take the brand variant from the Excel sheet now. Okay, so here this will allow only the .csv. I will I will take the copy from one Excel. I will take the copy from one Excel. Here you see, let me save it. Save, where is save button, man? Yeah, save, here it is. What is this variant? Variant general list. Variant list. This is, let me save in the comma separated. Comma separated. Comma separated. Right? Okay. Okay, I'm calling the import. I'm calling. So here, not all files. Where is this man? Not saved on the desktop. Variant list. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Here you see. So this is the comma separated file I have taken. Here I'm going to load all this data. Here. Okay. Test delimiter. You can use comma. Is it? Is it comma separated, decimal separator? This is not the decimal separator. Header row is the okay, that's fine. Very, very common, right? In other softwares also we do the same thing. Like you can first you take the header row as the one, first data row. From this one onwards, you can take set default file, keep private or not. Admin only, everyone, that is all the access permissions. Okay, let me test encoding. So these many encodings it will support your test encoding. Okay. Let me go to this one. So here it is showing, right? Column 1 variant ID it is showing. The first column system has picked, and see there is no ID actually here. My source it is telling that it is variant ID, property in the list, parent, code. These three properties are there by default. Brand variants is the list name actually. I have not maintained any parent, but if you want to map the parent and code system generated properties, right? So if you want to maintain, any parent is there in your Excel sheet, that one you can map to the parent. So what I'm doing here, brand ID is the parent. Okay, and code, is there any code? Variant ID itself is the code, in fact. Variant ID itself is the code. Is the same. Calligraphy, GV. Okay, let me take the parent code. Actually, this code itself is the variant ID. You can map code I have maintained. Okay. So when you create the list, here you can see default properties. It is showing it as the properties in the list, but this is not the. This is the main property, and rest of all the system generated properties, parent and code. And items uniquely identified, code only, name or code, name only, code only, combination of properties. Okay, that's fine, code only. Because variant ID should be identified by the code only, not the name. We do not consider the name to identify its value. Okay, that is fine. And you can see now enforce unique naming. Adjust duplicate names to form unique names. No, we don't want. We want to maintain the unique names only. Import first occurrence. Treatment of duplicated identifiers in source. Import first occurrence, reject entire import. So any duplicates are there, you need to reject it. Reject duplicates only. So these are the configuration of your importing the file into your list. See, whatever the data we are importing into the general list here, even when you are establishing the connection to your third party system. Okay, third party system in the sense your data may come from any non unaplan systems, right? Other than Excel. So the same connection type once we establish the connection, we do the same thing. So let us run import. Zero updated, 30 created, zero updated, zero ignored, zero failed. That's cool. I have imported. Let us go to the details. There are no failures, right? Result summary it is showing. This is the my list name, right? Brand variants is my list name. Details is here, and let me click on it. Okay, that's fine. Let us go and see our list. Here you go. Here you can see. Oh, okay. This like this I have taken. Okay. So under the Hyundai, there are some variants. Under the Honda, there are some variants, and under the Toyota, there are some variants. Okay, and this is showing in this way properties. You can see these values here. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Grid view. Let us go to the grid view. We can see the data in the grid view here. These are the properties actually we have loaded, right? This is my code for the each ID. I'm maintaining the code because sometimes here, even though you duplicate your values, your main values, the code is unique. Like that, we maintained our list. List we maintain like that, and properties are okay. That's fine. Subset. This is another interesting feature in this list item actually. So here, let me go to this insert. I'm creating Honda. I'm creating one Honda. This is reference applies to references format. Okay, that's fine. Okay, subset I have created here. Now let's go to the configure. Okay, this configuration is top level item. Oh, come on, man. Okay, here you can see parent hierarchy. This is one interesting thing. Here we have created some lists we have created, right? So this brand variant, we are joining this brand variant to the is it good to join with the region? Yes, of course, region I have selected here, and category. These are the defined category. This is actually, these variants are the products, so I am selecting the products. Data tag, any data tag, select data tags. I have not maintained any data tags in the list, right? So that's why it is not showing any data tag here. That's fine. Select to access enabled. This is, if you are familiar with SAC, you can compare with the data access control of the dimension. So select to access enabled. If I select it, user will be denied access to any item in this list until explicitly granted read or write permission. Selective access may be maintained in the grid view tab. So if you go to the grid view again, then we need to activate whether the user can read or whether the user can the read. It is just like if you are familiar with BPC, what do you call data access profiles. See, if you give security to the dimension in the BPC, but if you do not define it in the DAP, then definitely we see this kind of access issue, right? The same kind of feature here you can see by selective access enabled. Once you select this one, you need to define whether it is readable or writable. Otherwise, don't select it. Okay, are you sure you want to continue? For us, yes, of course, I want to continue. I will define it. Production data. No, it is not production data. Managed by workflow enabled. I'm not going with the enabled workflow. Numbered list. No, it is not numbered list. I will tell you what is the numbered list. Use top level as default page. No, not that's fine. So these are the configurations I have maintained. Let me go to the grid view first. Apply changes. Selective access cannot be enabled for list until selective access is enabled for its ancestor hierarchy region. See, the we have maintained the region as the parent, right? Ancestor hierarchy. It is the naming. Non-naming is also something interesting here, right? Ancestor hierarchy. It is region. So region level, we have maintained the parent hierarchy here. Our region is the parent hierarchy, right? So for region, I guess I have not enabled the selective access. Let me go and check it. Region, what is this? Yeah, region it is. Tree view, I have maintained here. Let us go to the configuration. Selective access enabled. No. Yes. Let us activate it. Any parent hierarchy not required. Category. This is the region. So let us maintain test the geography. Data tags I have not maintained. Managed by numbered list. Top level as default not required. These are all right. Let us apply it. Yeah, I have applied the changes. Now go to the brand variant. Let us go with the configure. Now again I'm enabling this one. Manage it by, okay. Now let us go. Oh, I need to apply this one. Sorry. Region category. This is the products. Data tag not required. Okay. Now we are good. Go to the grid view. See, once you go to the grid view, it enabled write and read access. Okay. This is similar to the SSC screen, Analytics Cloud screen, right? Then once you give the data access enabled, that there also you can see read and write properties. So here, if you go, oh, three users are there. Let me go with, I guess if I go with this one, if I define, I cannot write it. Only this user only can write this, right? So I go with this one here. Yeah, I go with this one, right? Because this we are trying to go with the we are designing the planning system, right? So that's why here I'm selecting this. I go with Honda related products only here, and CRV is also HRV LX HRV Sport. This one I will maintain, and CRV LX I will maintain, and whoever CRV EXL. This is also I will maintain. CRV EXL. This is also I maintain. Whatever. Honda. This is entire hierarchy level. I want to maintain this access. That's fine. So any parent is there not required for this one. This is Honda subset I have maintained. You know that, right? Honda subset I have created, right? So what is happening here? Grid view. What I'm telling that to the system. Okay, this is my Honda subset. If I call this subset, it will fetch only these items into my module or in the reports. So what else? This one and this one. Any other items are there here? I am poor in the variants. So Honda, this one also I will select. Okay, these are the items so far I have selected in this sub in the subset. Okay, so you probably you understood what I'm doing here. So this is all like this we define our list in the ANAPLAN. So there is no save, right? So default, once you create the object will be saved into the memory. And go to the live. Once again I'm reviewing the structure properties there already. Subset Honda is the subset I have maintained. Nodes and configuration, yeah, everything is perfect. Okay, so like this we maintain our list item in the ANAPLAN. So if you come to here, you can see parent hierarchy I have maintained, selective access I have maintained, enabled. So you can see whatever the configurations we have maintained there, all the configurations you can maintain. This is having the subset Honda. Of course, if you create one more subset, it will show another subset also here. And the category I maintained it as the products. And so here, this is the review. This is the view of your list items. You can see from here itself what is its top level, whether the selective access enabled or not, what is its parent hierarchy, and these are all the things we can see it. Okay, use top level as default page. I will explain you this one in the coming session. Okay, this is almost going to complete. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. I come up with the other video in the next session. Thank you.